I'm James Preston Allen with Random Links News, here near the base of the Vincent Thomas Bridge, and I've been talking with Captain Dan Cobos from the Port of Los Angeles Police Department, and he was filling me in on the veteran who has just climbed down off of the Vincent Thomas Bridge. He's been up there since 6:30, I believe, yesterday morning, and it's now, what time is it?
13:15.
So, 1:15 on Saturday, the weekend after Veterans Day. The Port Police have been negotiating with him nonstop over this period of time. So, Captain Dan, tell us from your perspective, what's involved in this?
All right, so since 6:30 yesterday, this has been a joint operation. It hasn't just been me talking to him. It's also been CHP, CNT, Crisis Negotiation Team. We also had LAPD, MEU, and VA out here talking to him. We also had the SMART team from downtown LA talking with him, which are en route to this location now.
And the SMART team is a social service outreach team from the Los Angeles Police Department.
Correct. And they came out yesterday. They're coming back out to help a fellow veteran establish a quick rapport with the subject. Really, both of us are veterans. Also born in the same month. We're both Leos. We established that quite quickly. So we had a conversation last night. He wanted some demands made. You know, all the way back from 1981, he feels injustice was made on him in regards to some narcotics placed in his footlocker.
Okay. And for that, he was dishonorably discharged from the Marines.
Correct. And he wants vindication and compensation for those charges.
Okay. So, tell me what the negotiations have been like with him. It's been nonstop for, more than a day.
It's been a roller coaster. You know, he kept moving the goalpost on us, and you actually helped seal the deal. He wants to talk to you. He's off the bridge as we speak. His next stop is going to be with you. He wants a one-on-one interview so he can tell the public and tell everybody what his plight is and what he's been fighting for. As you know, or you don't know, he was here December 2017. He returned back in 2018 in November, and he's back now, Veterans Day weekend.
So this is his third time up on the bridge.
Yes, sir. And this is the longest he's been up here. This is about double the amount of time he's been up here. Over double the amount of time.
What kind of impact has this had on the operations of the port?
So it didn't have the impact that he thought it was going to have. You know, he posted he's going to shut down the port. He did not. He inconvenienced us, maybe 20 minutes out of our way for the hardworking LW members here in our port that work. They had to take Anaheim alternate routes. But as far as our terminals, minimum impact to traffic. We right away through Caltrans and CHP redirected traffic, which minimized the impact to the port.
But initially there was a traffic jam. Backed all the way up to the Henry Ford Bridge exit, right?
Yeah, so it took us some time to get Caltrans set up, get the message boards running so that people coming this way could turn around and take alternate routes. So initially, yeah, we had a major backup, but that was mainly for the hardworking LW members coming to work.
Well, there's a lot of transit across the terminal island.
Yeah, so we immediately started turning them eastbound on Navy Way out of the terminal. So that message went out to all the FSOs immediately yesterday. So we jumped on that pretty quickly, and that also added to the traffic outbound.
So how did you find out that he was on the bridge?
Oh, like the several last times we found out as he was climbing up, we started getting phone calls from concerned citizens, and before we responded, he's already at the top.
Okay. And the bridge actually has cameras on it.
There are cameras. There's more cameras going on. We can't get them up there fast enough. We have intelligent built cameras that we plan on putting up, that we already had planned putting up there. That will alert us when somebody passes a certain area. They call it geofencing. Mm-hmm. We're not there yet, but we know that it's needed. It's just not there fast enough.
Right. Okay. How often has this happened in your career? Captain Harvey?
Well, 19 years with the Port Police Department, through the ranks, captain the last 4 years. This has happened 3 times, and it's all by this subject.
Okay, well, we have had some famous jumpers on this.
Yeah, so he made it clear he did not want to commit suicide. He made it clear he didn't want to jump off of here. He just wanted to get his message out there. He wants to be vindicated. He wants to be compensated from 1981 to present. And that's going to take some legal.
So do I.
Yeah. We would all like to see that. We mainly want him to get the help he needs. A fellow veteran, Veterans Day weekend, you know, you go through social media, everybody wants this guy to get help.
Right.
And that's the main crux of this whole thing today. I can see the officers have made contact with him at this point. We're not going to let him go up the bridge. We're going to make our promises. We made him some promises to help him get down and help him to get the help that he needs. And he's going to get it. He's not going to go to the VA like we twice have done before.
And how is your response different than what it might be with other agencies?
Well, Port Police, of course, free flow of commerce. You know, especially right now with 80 plus ships out at bay, you know, we wanted to get this cleared up right away. But not at the sake of his safety or the sake of people driving across the bridge. And that's why it's been shut down for the last 2 days practically.
Yeah. But in terms of your response, a lot of people who have been critical of the police in the past would look at this as a much more humanitarian approach. I mean, there's a significant amount of patience that your team has exerted, and that really stands out in terms of sort of an unexpected police response to this.
Well, I would hope it's not unexpected. You know, in the last several years with the civil unrest, I think we've all learned from that. And as you know with Port Police, we're all built about relationships here in the port. I think we've always gone over and beyond for the public. And for that matter, LAPD's here with us, CHP's here with us, Caltrans, LASD. We all care for this guy, and we've gone to different formats. You know, we're waiting him out. There's no rush to get him off here. There's no rush to push him off the bridge. You know, some people, you know, were saying on social media, we weren't going to do that.
And because you're the port police, separate from the LAPD and separate from Highway Patrol, even though it's a Caltrans bridge, did your agency take the lead on this?
No, CHP took the lead. They own the bridge. We assisted.
Okay. But you were elemental in the negotiations, as was your team.
It was collective. It was CHP in the lead with myself, and others in this command post talking with them. And those talks have been taking place since yesterday, as I mentioned, with CNT, MEU, and VA.
And the command post is inside of the Port Police headquarters.
Yeah, so yesterday you might hear that we were actually here at Catalina Terminal.
Okay.
And to lessen our footprint, to let them know that, hey, we're not watching you, we're giving you your space, we moved it to headquarters, where we had better obs from our cameras.
And your headquarters is an emergency command center, isn't it?
It's a department operations center. Yes, sir.
And you guys have all of the technology there for to cover almost any emergency that would happen in and around the port.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we're just going to wait now for his name is Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas, a one-time Marine, U.S. Marine, coming down off of the bridge. He has exited the cables, come down off the tower, and is now being talked to, I believe, by officers of the Port Police and others. And we will be back with a live interview with him and some of the other officers who are involved in this. Again, this is James Preston Allen with Random Lengths News at the foot of the Vincent Thomas Bridge on Saturday, November 13th.